blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your face. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Acor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from Cincinnati.
On the east side of the 589, lit up a to the golden guy. Low and high, me and I rose in a stolen ride like when they outside, so I'm staying inside, shawty, you and I vibe to the beat. Like too hot, I see a bunch of mean guys in the plane at a tie. Going to the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised it's the ride, they kill the vibe. Probably the beast we die, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. Whipping on it like I'm picking the prize. Hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping, we can get it right.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Williams gonna throw on the first play. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
In motion is Warren. On 3rd down, it's Williams. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 14 yards on that pass play there. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Bengals. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's caught on a first-round pick, Tyler Warren. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And they'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First grab for Metcalf. Good for the first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he will score! DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On a run with Dobbins. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Noel Williams is there to bring him down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8.
We go start.
The RPO, that one is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd down and 3.
We go start.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one intercepted. Pick by the rookie out of Penn State.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
To the tight end motioning left here. Now the runner-up in last year's Heisman race, Ashton Genty. The Bengals have got it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
We go start.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That one, incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And third down coming up. Here's Dobbins. On fourth down, here comes the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Williams. That's to the rookie from Arizona, Tyrone McMillan. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
That's good.
They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Here's Williams on first and 10. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. Throwing on first and 10 is Darnold. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Darnold now on first and 10. Open man downfield. Chase has it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. One quarter in the books. It's the Jaguars on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. Here's Darnold. That one too far over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Second and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Moving outside the pocket. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be third down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
He's got it at the 3. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Dobbins will take this one in. Touchdown, Bengals. What a standout performance early on in this one. That is second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. So a big one there to start the drive. 41 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mario Davis.
Williams pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Darnold. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off and drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. On play action, here's Darnold. Forced out wide. He'll again get it to Ridley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. It's a Cincinnati first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Exiting the pocket right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down.
To the left side. Caught by Chase. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Folks, extra point is good. And the Bengals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the touchdown, out is Polk to kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. To throw is Williams. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Throw on 1st down is Garner. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Wind up incomplete, but the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Quickly, this one out to Chase. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Quickly into the hands of Chase. And he's in! Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Now, on for the extra point. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. They'll go play action here with Williams. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And he's going to be brought down past the 45. First and 10.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 47.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Throwing again, Williams. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throw it again. It's Williams. That is caught. What a throw. Tataroa McMillan. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. He fields it at the 8. He will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Darnold to throw on first down. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Forced to his right. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Darnold to throw. This one deep downfield for Chase. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. And that is incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. On the return, it's Hill. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Chase Young. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he's looking for there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Third and long. Here's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will finally be out of bounds, but there is a flag back at the line of scrimmage, and it may be a hold that sprung up.
What is it?
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Left side, that is caught by Warren. Oh, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
26-yard line.
Go set.
Now it's Dobbins. Room to run at the 40. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 50 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Go set. Go yellow lady. On your team. Stay set.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Passing right side, and Chase has it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Throwing, Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on third down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those third down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
So Nick Folk backs out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Williams on first and 10. And that ball incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Try again. It's second and 10. They'll go with the rookie out of Boise State, Ashton Genty. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. It was Rasul Douglas that time to end the play.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and
6. Here comes third and 6. To throw, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On first and 10, here's Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, defense is thinking run, defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Right downfield, caught by Burton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Jaguars first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He's going to look for the home run ball. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts. There's an element of understanding offensive game plan. And then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
General McMillan was intending to seal it. And it's going to be third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On third down, it's Williams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
And he will score! Game on! Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for one and make it a one-possession game. Or some people think about going for two here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for two, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a two-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
This taken at the 5.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll pop it to Chase. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a second and 9. Darnold now to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a toss, right side. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself.
They'll run on second down. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
First down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Here we go, side.
The RPO. That one is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Cincinnati first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
No time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on when they don't know my side. Pick them sides. And you better treat
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. There he goes again. And he's got another one. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Folks, extra points is good. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
That's to the right side, and incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That's out left and complete to Burton. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Jaguars
Try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he just does catch that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Throwing again, Williams. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Throw it again. It's Williams. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal. Williams to the air once more. A dive, but far out in front of him. Incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and it'll lead to a second and goal.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
Throwing on second down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Demario Davis. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
We're outside.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, here's Darnold. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more flood. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more...
2, 3, 4. Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be
Yeah, yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so fucking so right. It's so right. It's so fucking so right. It's so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel once for breakfast. 5 fingers give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot and bars are ready. A Middle Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Slip for sale, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm Diddy. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash, past the moat train. Soft up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB make it get slapped. It's so fucking so right. It's so right. It's so fucking so right.
Yeah, hey, down with my brothers. Brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California. Speak a little southern. Cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Damn, talk to me wild like they ain't try to be down like when y'all 12, you wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both